Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about some of the fails I have had in Minecraft, and all of the ones I'm about to tell you are just in one game. About this one game, I spawned in a snowy forest-looking area. So I decided to build my house right on top of my respawn point for in the future I wouldn't have to go back to my house when I respawned. And so I did that. But skip forward a couple Minecraft weeks, maybe even Minecraft months, and I have a staircase all the way down to the bedrock with shafts coming off of it. And I've made myself a diamond pickaxe, and I've mined obsidian, made a portal to the nether, the whole shebang. And then I decide to keep mining down one of these shafts that come off the staircase. It's probably about on level 5, level 0 is the bedrock, so I just kept going off of that, and I found myself in a natural cavern. And in this cavern were waterfalls of lava and water, and at a point they had combined and made obsidian. So I decided I should mine this obsidian, maybe make another portal to the nether down here. And when I did that, I didn't realize that the obsidian was only 1 level thick, and I was mining right under myself. And I fell into the lava, lost my pickaxe, diamond pickaxe, and my iron weapons, and I also lost my iron armor. It was very bad. And then I respawn at my spawn area, which is, remember, at the very, very top where my house is. So then I open the door of my house. I close the door. I go down the staircase. I turn right into the shaft that I made. And then I see redstone. And eventually I make myself an iron pickaxe, and I decide, I'll mine the redstone, what the heck. And then right under the redstone are diamonds. 4 diamonds. So then I make another diamond pickaxe. And I decide again to myself, well, I won't be mining under myself this time, I'll just mine the obsidian again. So I went over to the obsidian. And it was sort of dark because I decided to turn all of the lava into obsidian in the cave because I didn't want to fall into it again. So when I did that, I was mining, and it was dark, so I couldn't really tell which block I was standing on top of, if it was either the one I was mining or the one next to it. And I fell into the lava again, and I lost my diamond pickaxe, and my iron pickaxe, and everything else. It really was horrible. This is the second time it's happened so far. This game. So then after I did that, I decided to not mess with the obsidian and make myself some stone pickaxes to find iron so I can make iron pickaxes. And I eventually go into the cave again, where I was, and I put torches everywhere so I could see better this time. And I saw a ledging on the top about maybe 6 or 7 brick layers, cube layers above me. So then I decided to build a staircase of cobblestone and go up on that thing. And then I just followed it to the very end of the cave, and when I got to the end of the cave, I made a staircase down. Then, when I got to the floor, I found a hole, so I went into it, and I turned to my left, and I just kept mining that way for a very, very long time. I made myself another shaft, and eventually I found a natural cavern, a second natural cavern for this game. I was pretty excited about this. And then I got even more excited because I saw diamonds. But before I mined the diamonds, I mined a block of cobblestone out, and I accidentally let lava into there, and it touched me, and I lit on fire, so I ran out of the lava, and then I died. So I respawned at the very top. And then I opened my door, went in my house, closed the door, went down the staircase, turned right into my shaft, kept going until I found the cave. And then when I went into the cave, I went up the staircase onto the ledging, came down the other staircase at the end of the cave, went down into the shaft, kept going down the shaft, found the natural cave, and picked up all of my stuff, which I was glad because I didn't lose it. this time. So then I mined the diamonds, and I made myself another diamond pickaxe because I had a crafting table at the very end of my shaft. So then I made myself a storage box, and I said to myself, no, I am not losing this diamond pickaxe. And I put it into the storage box. So then I kept exploring this second natural cave, and I found more lava and more water. So naturally, I made some more obsidian, and I eventually made myself another nether portal. And then I went through this nether portal, and I came out of it in the nether, and then I realized that I came out of my original portal in the nether, not a different second portal somewhere else, which I think is pretty normal to Minecraft, but I didn't know this at the time. And then I went back through it, and I came out of the nether portal at the very, very top next to my house. So then I opened the door to my house, went into my house, I closed the door to my house, I went down the staircase, I turned right, and then I went down my shaft, came out of the shaft into the cave, went up the staircase, went on the ledging on the side of the cave, came down the staircase at the end of the cave, went into the hole, turned left into my shaft, went down the shaft all the way, and came into the cave again, went down to where my nether portal was. And then I thought to myself, well, I got nothing else to do, so I'll just explore this natural cave here, this second natural cave. And I kept doing that, and I stumbled across an abandoned mine. Then I kept exploring this mine like crazy, and then I found myself hopelessly lost in a mine that repeated a lot in its structure, so I had no idea where I was. And then it got worse. I heard spiders. So then I kept digging around until I found exactly where the crap faces were. So then I found out where they were. There was a hole in front of me in one of the mine shafts, and I heard it coming from there. I looked in there, and there was a spider spawner. So then I came back out of there really fast, and I put a bunch of torches around the spider spawner. So I couldn't get all the way back because there were webs there, but the spiders just kept spawning, and they were cave spiders. They weren't just normal spiders, they were cave spiders. Well, I was in a cave. I guess that would be where they were, but it's still really annoying. But anyway, so it ended up to where I had barely any health left, and I actually locked myself in a wall with cobblestone, like I blocked myself in there, so I wouldn't die, and I just kept eating food there. And then I heard something else. I heard zombies. So then I dug myself a little staircase out of my blocked wall area. I actually made it back so that I wouldn't make a path for the spiders to come and get me. So I did that, and then I turned back around because I heard the zombies from over there. And I just kept digging that way, and eventually I opened up into this shaft-like area. To my left there was a long shaft that just seemed to keep going, and then right directly in front of me, it just sort of stopped. Like it went for about 2 blocks and it just stopped. And there was sort of an opening looking area to the left, and zombies just kept coming out of that like sort of whole area. So then I thought to myself, ah, heck with it, I got iron armor. So I thought,
alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
So then I ran in there, and I found a zombie spawner, and I lit up the entire area, and then I killed the zombie spawner, and I felt accomplished. Yes. And then after that, I went back to where the cave spiders were, and I did the same darn thing. I killed them too. So then I found that there was a shaft behind that cave spider spawner. So I just kept going that way, and I hopped up to the left because there was sort of a staircase looking thing, and it led into another shaft, and I found a storage box there with a bunch of stuff. Then I thought to myself, oh, I'll just set up camp here. So I put down a crafting table, and I made myself a furnace. But then I heard more spider noises, and I thought to myself, "Aw, crap, not again." So I looked for those guys, and I kept going down the shaft the opposite direction that I came from, and I turned to my left, and there they were, the cave spiders. They were on top of each other because of so many that have spawned there, and they were trapped by their own webs. It was quite a scary sight there. They could barely get out of there to come chase me. There were so many of them. And then, eventually, I started to kill those cave spiders, and after a long time, I discovered that there was another cave spider spawner behind that cave spider spawner after I had put torches around it to disable them from spawning near me. But there was another one, so it was basically useless. And then after that, I went down there, and then I saw a cave spider spawn, so then I ran back, and I ran back past where my furnace was, and storage, and stuff like that, and I kept going, and then I stopped where it ended, the shaft, and I fought 2 or 3 cave spiders that were coming at me, and the poison killed me, even though I killed the stupid cave spiders. So then I respawned at the very, very top where my house is. I opened the door of my house. I went into my house. I closed the door of my house. I went all the way down the staircase. I turned right, went into my shaft, went down the shaft, came into the cave, went up the staircase, went across the ledge, and then I came to the end of the cave, went down the staircase there, came into the hole, went left, went down my other shaft, and then I arrived at the second cave again. And I tried to retrace my steps to where I was, but by the time I kept going on the path, and I was almost sort of near where I was, a skeleton killed me because I didn't have any weapons except for my fists. And then, once again, I respawned at the very top. I opened the door to my house. I closed the door to my house. I went down the staircase. I turned right, went into my shaft, went down the shaft, and went into my cave, went up the staircase, walked on the ledge, arrived at the end of the cave, went down the staircase, went into the hole, turned left into my second shaft, went down that shaft, and I just kept going until I reached my second cave again. Then I retraced my steps to where the skeleton killed me. And then I aimlessly wandered for some time until I finally found where I died before I died to the skeleton, and none of my stuff was there. So then I decided to make myself a stone pickaxe and start over, get some iron maybe, and rebuild everything that I had. But then a cave spider crushed my hopes and dreams and ran over to me, and it bit me twice or three times, and I died. And then I respawned on the top of my house, and that is when I rage quitted. For your enjoyment, I have the following.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Yeah, well, at least I got chicken.